okie doke. We have for you guys round number 1. It's going to be Newgate versus Hannyabal. The new leader, one of the 3 new leaders that we got from EB01.
Yes.
And definitely, how much practice have you done with Hannyabal?
I've actually just played against Hannibal yesterday. It was really interesting because they ramp every single turn almost.
Yeah.
And the turn they don't ramp, they're playing like a Magellan or something to deal with your board, something to rush at your face. It's pretty oppressive if you don't have a counterplay.
Yeah. It's one of the more. It's probably like one of the most consistent ramp leaders in the game, but it's at the end of turn, which is a little bit awkward at times. But you get it active, which means you can use the new 1-cost event. So it's definitely unique in that way.
Yes.
And you do kind of want to go second, which we are doing as well.
No, second is what your ideal is, because second you just play it the 2-cost blocker, send it back to your hand, and you ramp.
Yeah, exactly.
We start with an immediate easel searching a 9 beer. So here's the thing: 9 beer is very, very unlikely to be dropped in this matchup.
Yeah, because as long as you're able to get your Magellans off, you have a rough time. And I'd also say that traditionally, when set 2 is out, Magellan had a weirdly good matchup in the Newgate because you kept getting their Dawn away if you're able to do the thing.
Yep, constantly taking away their Dawn. They're losing 9 beer value. All they really have is just the Ace and the Luffy to rush. But now you actually have more rush cards. It's not just Ace and Luffy. You could be playing 3-cost Zoro, as some of the white beers have been playing. You could be playing the new Killer Kid now as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Nami gets guard point there. And then from there, what are we looking at? Probably just seven with lead. Oh, okay.
No, it's a 6 with lead. Okay,
so,
leaving 2 Dawn. So
maybe Makino.
I think it's gonna be Makino. I don't see a reason to swing 6 here unless you're playing a Makino or more searchers.
Mm-hmm.
Because the number one thing with a Whitebeard matchup is you want to take as little 2k swings as possible. Oh, he took 6k swing, but he took that first 6k playing a Fossa.
Interesting. Maybe they thought that they were going to do like another swing, perhaps?
Yes. Fossa, I was not expecting.
Yeah, that's a bit of an oldie.
This feels like a set 4 Whitebeard right now.
Yeah. Also, for people asking, so the VOD's going to be saved. It's going to be on Twitch and YouTube for subscribers and members, respectively. And then I'll re-upload, I'm going to say by Friday, re-upload it to public on YouTube as well. So, but yeah, the tournament footage will be saved in those ways.
7k swing. Takes it, playing a little Sadie. So little Sadie lets you play a Jail Beast.
Yes.
And then Magellan letting you bounce the Sadie back to your hand. Essentially, you're playing the Jail Beast for 1 cost less while keeping your 2k counter in your hand.
Yeah, and you ended up getting the best one, at least in these situations, because Mina Koala lets you be a blocker, but also, when it gets KO'd, you get a Dawn back, so it's pretty strong. We're going to see, we're at, 6 Dawn right now. We're going to 7 if Mina Koala gets KO'd, and Newgate's only at 5 right now.
This is such a huge difference in Dawns. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's the Makino. Here comes the pressure.
Yeah, but you, I think the other thing, so, I mean, the other kind of tech that Hannibal gets is the new Gum Gum, I forgot the name outright. It's the 1-cost event that your opponent has to bounce something active back to hand when you use it.
Yes. So in this case, chances are Nami's going to get sent back to your hand. That's fine because now you have more search.
Oh, and we're actually defending these too instead of wanting to take the block. But yeah, for 3, are we playing a Zoro? Oh, a Shura or Shiraya.
Shiraya. So Shiraya lets you copy the power until the end of your opponent's turn when they attacks or when you block. So let's say if you use White Snake, for example,
Mm-hmm.
White Snake puts you to 6k to end your opponent's turn, and Shiraya then attacks. That means on your turn, when it passes turn, Shiraya's 6k rather than 4k. So
Mm-hmm.
being able to keep that power, it's now it's essentially a 3-5 majority of the time.
Yeah.
Minimum, at minimum.
All right, so we got quite a bit of Dawn. I think we have to attack into the Machino, right? Because otherwise we get plus 3k to something else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Machina has to go, especially when there's extra Nami in play as well. But we do have a total of 8 Dawns available to work with. And then 9 with the Mino Koala.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. All right, Rad Beam to get out of it. Sure.
All right.
And then we play the 2-drop blocker. We're going to not use the effect because we're going up to 10 Dawn next turn anyways, so that's fine. And that helps a lot. All right, so they're at 7, so this is usually like the ace turn if they have it. That would let you do some really good trades with these 1-drops into the 2-drop Mino. Or into the 2K
this is
Mino.
actually a really good ace turn now, because even the Mino Koala gets KO'd. Going from 8 to 9 is no difference from 9 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
But Hannibal leaving 2 Dawns up is saying, I have event in my hand. I'm going to use some event depending on what you play. First, it's a Machino. He's going for more pressure instead. Doesn't look like there's an ace play coming then.
Yeah, it's weird too, because like it's a little dangerous for Whitebeard to be doing this, because obviously you get value from your 1-drops, but you used a 2k out of hand to do so, and that means there's probably some cards in hand without counter that you decided to leave in hand instead. So you got to be a little bit careful about it.
Yeah.
But
taking a 5k swing, that's dangerous.
Yeah, that is a little dangerous.
And then a 6 right after.
Into
It looks like he's targeting the Mino Koala this time.
All right, if we have the okay, we have another 2k. If we have the Walton Cost event, I'd be pretty tempted to play it. But looks like we're going to go 5. I'm going to guess it's Luffy.
It is indeed Luffy.
Oh yeah, if we have the 1-cost event right now, this is going to be
That'd be pretty good. Being able to send a blocker back to the hand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would do it. If I have, we do not. That's too bad. I don't know for sure if they're running it or not. It's just like the new card to play. But in this scenario, they'd have to bounce one of their blockers back. Oh, they're attacking with Shiraya as well.
Shiraya will be a 5k swing here, as it copies the attack of your opponent's leader.
Yeah, 6 in hand. So yeah, see, like Newgate's going pretty aggressive on their hand, meaning they don't have the wide hand that they would, are famous for as well.
So here's the thing, though, right? Even though he's not having as big of a hand as a lot of Whitebeards have right now, Hannibal does and can play Perona. Not Perona.
Or pudding. Yes. Yeah.
So right now, it feels like he's playing around the pudding, and by doing that, he's playing as many characters as possible instead of holding counters in his hand and playing the rush cards.
Yeah.
Or he just doesn't have the rush cards.
Yeah. All right, we do have the full 10 Dawn. If we have I was going to say 9-drop Kaido. 9-drop Kaido is a pretty good card in a scenario like this. You also get the weird synergy where you can bounce back this Mino Koala if you want to get rid of to get the ramp back too. And I'm going to guess we're going to try to go for board at this point.
Yes. First is the Machino.
And we KO with the blocker. I don't know if that... I might have just gotten rid of the Luffy instead. It's a little tempting to do that.
The Machino attack there, to me, could have been the Ezo instead. Because there's no more 1-cost characters
Sure.
afterwards.
All right. Wherever we attacked into, we kept.
So it was a 10k swing. It looks like it was a plus 6k.
Mm-hmm.
So that means he's hitting a 5. So it has to be a Shiraya swing then.
Yeah, and we're going to 9 right now, so we could play Newgate if we want, but then we would have no Dawn open for defense.
This would be one of the risky Newgate play.
Yeah.
Is it worth it? Because right now he was at 7. He used 3, so he's at 4, draws 1, 5. 5 cards in hand. And playing Newgate, leaving 4 cards, kind of dangerous, especially since there's a Kaido in play now. Oh, grabbed it all.
Okay, all right. We're gonna do it. So we have our 8K leader right now. We have our 6-drop, or 5-drop Luffy.
So here's the thing. He has another Whitebeard in his hand.
Sure.
When he searched a regular art Whitebeard.
And only 4 cards in hand, which is pretty scary.
Yeah, so there's one deck card. The thing about playing cards with different rarity is you have to generally you want to play cards that your opponent already have information on.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, your opponent did not have information on the alternate art Whitebeard, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we know that of the 4 cards in hand, 1 is already, not good. We get a Dawn back too because we blocked with Mina Koala.
Yep.
So I think we're going to 6, then 8 next turn.
Here's the 6k swing. Takes it.
And then, passing from there. So, again, Newgate's a little menacing when he's an 8k, but you have a 10k Kaido on the board. There's also a blocker as well, and you kind of have to hit them down to 0 because you do know if you don't, they're probably playing another Newgate next turn, and they're going to stay at 1 again.
Now, if they're not playing Newgate, then they're pushing for game. Because it doesn't look like they has the Hannibal has that one counter in his hand since he took a 6k swing at 2 life.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, like pudding wouldn't be useful here. If you have like a red rock, it'd be good. I don't think a lot of people are playing that, but it would.
That would be a really, really good card.
Yeah, and I think we have again 7 Dawn, so we could do it and then like use leader swing to pressure down maybe the Luffy.
I would say yes. Pressure the Luffy. Your Kaido can pressure either the leader or Luffy, forcing the Shiraya to block it if it's the Luffy really, and if it's the leader, who knows?
Yeah, and the other kind of weird thing too is that like with Shiraya, we don't really afford like a big leader swing either because then the Shiraya gets the bonus points from it.
Yes, and it stays until the end of the turn.
Yeah. So you can block and then pitch a card, and then you know that you only have 2 cards in hand, so the Kaido's not going to do too much. But yeah, this is really tricky. You kind of have to like block her up, but with the knowledge that they have another Newgate, it's just painful.
Very, very.
Yeah, it might be worth just to attack with Kaido first, 10 to 8, and see what happens. If they Shiraya block, then you just put everything on lead, perhaps. All right, we're going. Oh, we're thinking. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go 11, so that gets out of a kick course if we end up having it. Guessing going to lead.
Looks like it's going at. Here, I don't hate this, since if this is out of the range, he has to block with Shiraya.
Yeah.
So then that Hannibal can swing with however much he wants.
Yeah, exactly. And then after that, you just attach one Dawn on Hannibal, attacking Luffy for 6, because no matter what, if you attack bigger, you can block with Shiraya and just get a 1k out anyways. Yeah, we're thinking. 11, I think, is a really good number. Oh, we're attacking to Luffy.
It was the Luffy.
Interesting. All right, maybe Xavier's not recognizing that another Newgate can come down next turn.
He definitely does need a second body if he wants to be able to handle the extra blocker.
All right, and I think we have.
Does he
6
have
Dawn
a
left?
Mino Koala in hand? Maybe?
He's got a Gum Gum. All right. Oh, we're playing Eustace Kid. Interesting.
That I was not ready for.
No. The only issue with this is that it doesn't really do as much as you'd want, because there's a 6k leader on the other side already, and a Shiraya.
Shiraya, it's essentially 6k.
Yeah, it can be a 6k attack for free as well. So,
Yep.
You get a dead card out of hand for sure, and you help maybe pressure next game or next turn. But
Yeah. But here's the thing: what you have 5 cards in hand, right? I believe.
and nothing open, unfortunately.
So I believe this is lethal, guaranteed lethal.
Assuming nothing crazy comes out of that life, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you just have to take. You're just not going to get there. Beige from life. You know what? Maybe. Peel off into good cards. Maybe.
Maybe. We know there was an accident Gatlin that was shown.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go.
7?
Big 7 with Shiraya's effect.
That's okay.
Yeah, I would probably just attack with Big Boy 10 drop Newgate or 9 drop Newgate first.
Same. I'll go with the 10k swing first, forcing 3 cards out of the hand. Minimum. There's the big boy. Yeah. Does he counter out of this one? He takes it.
Yeah, that's bad news. So,
So here's the thing: if they're all 2Ks, he can survive a 15k swing. However, we know one of them is a Gatling.
Gatling, yeah.
Yep. So that makes it impossible.
Yeah, so 9
Counting
is
multiple times?
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
15.
Just
This
go
should
for it.
be lethal.
All right, so that goes up to 9,
9,
10, and that's enough. Yeah, that's enough.
Yep.
That is it. All right, Steven takes it with Newgate. Pretty close game with Hannibal. Oh yeah, their hand had only like 1k and a rad beam left. So yeah, they definitely had to go for it. Yeah, they had another Newgate in hand. Okie doke. We are back. We have table 30, both undefeated. We have Iceberg versus Yamato. Yamato, one of the better decks from the previous format, at least before EB01, has a couple more tools, such as like the 4-cost Hiyori, which I know a lot of people have been subbing in for that. And then we also have Iceberg, which is got a lot of new tools. It never was really good, but it was always close.
Hey. Iceberg has always been good. Let's
okay. All right. Yeah. It's just that his leader effect is just too good. They had to rein it in, right? The support that was the bad part of it. The leader was broken. You get to play a 5-cost every turn. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Exactly. But now, I'm excited to see how this matchup plays out because Iceberg does play a lot of blockers. He does have a lot of counter, and they have a lot of good amount of ways to cycle cards from trash and back to hand, especially with the new Khalifa.
Yeah. The weird part is that like sometimes like you need cards in hand, so you're not too afraid to take a double strike or two just to be able to get the resources on in your hand later game. Because if you're able to clear board, you just know they can't attack next turn unless they play like a Rush Kaido.
All right. Start with a search. Now, here the main question here is: did he open the stage or not?
That is pretty important.
Yes, that will help with stabilizing against Yamato for sure. Yamato is playing Shura, so he looks like he's playing the Sky Island version of Yamato. Yamato has so many different builds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, we're more flexible with new cards from EB01, and so we just use that to get a Satori, a 2-drop Shura to get a 2K is great. And we do have the stage, which is very nice. We're going to use our leader effect -1 Dawn. We're going to go into the Tile Stone, which is just a 5/6 that has the handy ability of on KO. You get to ramp it on. Pretty nice.
This is very, very big.
Yeah, 6K bodies and against stuff like Yamato can be a little bit tricky to answer. So, like it so far.
2 for Shura.
Can you move the view? Yeah, let me ask them to move their card. That's clipped by them a little bit. So give me 1 second. All right, should be a little bit better for y'all now. Time and round. Thank you. There it is. We have 30 minutes left in round.
Yes.
All right. So we take the double, and I was listening to them talk. Blake's like, I really want those 2 cards. Is it really worth it? And that's what I'm kind of saying, because you generally want a lot of cards in hand to defend your board, because once you lose your board, you just can't attack or pressure anymore. So Tilestone into life. Is it a Kiko Nojo off the top?
But it looks like it is a trigger since he's thinking. It looks like it's a trigger that requires discarding, so it's either a Satori or Sanji maybe. Oh, kept in hand.
Or just the long bait. All right, we're going to play the Queen. Draw 2, trash 1. Not too bad. Getting rid of an extra copy of our stage, which is understood. We're going to use leader effect potentially. Yeah, we are. So we lose another Dawn, and then we're going to play out a... Ooh, I forgot his name outright. Do you remember his name?
Don't remember his name either. I'm just not used to seeing it. I got a better.
I think it's...
I will be prepared.
I always want to call him Freddie Mercury, but it's not. It's Peeply Lulu. Which, on attacking, you can ramp a Dawn if you have a Dawn underneath.
Yes. Dawn is rested too, by the way.
Yeah.
It won't be active.
Yeah, this is OPO3 where getting active Dawn was a no-no. That would be too strong.
Way too strong. You can't be getting active Dawns around here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Looks like it's a 6K swing. Oh yeah, it was a 6K swing. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, they were
like
just...
he thought he was more than he thought it was more. So
yeah.
All right. So it's a 6K swing, discarding 2K Khalifa.
Yeah. And so the other thing also I want to mention, like going down to 3 life, that Dawn effect from Yamato becomes a thing, which these shores can start attacking pretty quickly too, if that's the case. But it looks like for 5 we're gonna play an Ohm. All right, ready our holy emotes in chat. Do we see one?
Get the holies, get the holies.
Wait
for it.
We do have. All right. Well, it must be the other 3 were in chat, which is why I didn't see it on the top 5 of your deck, but there it is. So that's a pretty wide board, which if you happen to have a copy of a Poly would help you out a lot here.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. How much Dawn is he at right now, actually? He has been doing a lot of minus.
Yeah, I think they're around 7 or 8 at this point.
Oh, finds the Lucci. The Lucci does have an effective bounce at 5 costs or less to hand, but when attacking though.
No, it's a rest to 5 or less.
Rest, yeah.
Yes. Again, set 3 can't be too broken.
Can't be too broken. Oh man, I'm mixing something. Another card up. Oh man.
All right. We have.
Purple's all about resting.
Do we have 6 Dawn? I'm gonna guess.
I assume he did.
Yeah. It looks like that's the case. So we were able to attack 6K, ramp a Dawn.
And ramp. I think we did, which is why he hasn't used this.
Yeah, the stage effects. Yeah.
Right. There's the stage, ramp 1. 7.
Send it
1.
back. Get rid of Kokoro. Play a Rob Lucci.
That board is so scary right now. Yeah, like being 3 life. Sure, that's not a big deal against Yamato. Even if you're getting 2 hits, you're not in kill range. You're not in lethal range.
Yeah, and since like Yamato's not the best leader to interact with like a lot of attacks at times, it does have like the yellow goodness sometimes too to get like a Nami off of off of life or heal up or something. But it's boards like this become pretty menacing and kind of the reason I like Yamato as a matchup sometimes, especially because we're a 5 life leader.
We're going with 8K swing.
And yeah, same question. Like, why would I not want to draw 2 more cards, right? But we're gonna quickly block with the queen.
Queen goes.
All right, we're going to go 5 into Peeply. I'm guessing it might be the leader, wherever it is, 1K out.
It has to be one or the other, right? Because they're both 5K. All right, so resting 5 for an 8.
Ace. Yeah, this came out on Star Deck 13, but definitely one of the new tools that Yamato likes to use. 5K, 5-drop 7K rush is very good.
All right, let's be real. It's not 5K, 5-drop 7K.
5-drop 7.
5-drop 9 because of Yamato's effect too.
That's true because we are able to immediately do that. Yeah. The only thing I can think is the only thing I can think is better is a 4-drop 7K rush, but they wouldn't print a card like that, right?
I would hope not.
Definitely didn't print one named Kid and Killer.
Wait a second. You're right. It's okay. It's not yellow or green, so you can't play it.
That's true as well. All right. We go into the Tile Stone. We get the ramp. So this can be, if we have Kaido in hand, it's gonna be a really good Kaido turn.
Yep, he is at 10 now. Because he was at 7. The ramp gate put him to 8.
Yeah.
The Kaido here is pretty strong. He'll be able to hit the ace, and then probably board wipe along with it.
Yep. Start with the 5. All right.
Takes the Shirahoshi.
Yeah, Shirahoshi. Oh, okay. That is.
He moved 2 away. That means it's not a Kaido.
All right. Oh, it's a Bluno. All right. So this is a new card from the set. We get to play a 5 or less from our trash. I think it might be actually 5.
Yeah. It's on play if your leader has Water 7. Play up to 1 cost 5 or lower Water 7 type character from your hand or trash.
Only issue with this card is that it's not a Gallery La, which means you can't play it off your leader for free. I don't think it would be busted if you could do that, but they did, so they did not give it that. Because otherwise you'd be able to...
They gotta be controlling it somewhere, right?
Your leader can't attack though, right? There's like, there's some benefits, right? You gotta give him something. All right. Well, we can still use like a poly effect, from it. So if we want to get rid of the ace, which I think is going to be a pretty strong add, yeah, we're going to use that minus the 1. Okay, yeah, poly indeed.
Poly.
Oh, sorry, poly's only 4 or less, right? So yeah, we get rid of the ohm.
However, Lucci is a 6k base, and he does have quite a lot of dons available.
Yeah, so if we do want to prioritize getting rid of that, we can. Looks like we're going 7 into maybe holy.
I think it is the dog, but he's leaving a lot of dons available with a full board.
Yeah.
So is he playing a card over something, possibly?
Maybe, yeah, because we have 4. Yeah, as you said, 4 more Dawn. So I'm not really sure what we would want to play.
The only thing I can think of right now is probably a Reiju to draw 2.
All right,
it is
so,
8 to 8.
Okay,
it is a
Reiju.
Reiju.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, and that's why he lost the Dawn for the leader from the Rob Lucci effect, so we were down to the right amount.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, and Gary, I do know that it's lore also why Bluno is not a Galila, but that doesn't mean I'm not upset. He doesn't have the tag.
Like, we wished. We wanted it, you know?
Just make another, because we didn't get a new card for, what's his name? Kaku. Just make it a Kaku instead.
Oh, yes.
All right, so again, Yamato's not the happiest for wide boards like this, especially since the only one we can really attack into is Rob Lucci. Yeah. So they might need to go for game.
I don't know if that's possible. With
no.
Just the Yamato hit must go through, and that's asking for a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with a 9k swing.
A 9k swing double. So, which means reject is very scary. On the other side, it is nice that we are again a 5 life leader. That is strong and helpful for the deck. But man, it's a tough call.
I like blocking, not blocking. I like the counter in here. If you're only dropping 3 cards,
mm-hmm.
if you drop 4, it's very, very risky.
Yeah, I don't mind it because sometimes because we also get the new Khalifa out of this set, which lets us draw 2 4-drops from our trash. So sometimes I don't actually have any 4 costs like 2Ks in my trash to get back, but we're going down to 1. Very scary.
Yes.
And I can see Andrew's like, oh, I didn't think that was. I didn't think they were gonna take it.
I can see a double 7k coming in, maybe more, depending on if he has any other cards to play from hand.
Yeah, well, you got to be careful because again, there's a pretty good board on Iceberg side. You can definitely lose to them just attacking with everything next turn too.
Yes, with 6 cards in hand, 2 life, there is definitely a possibility of this.
And 3 of them are 6Ks, so yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, and 9k with ace.
Yeah, well, the first 9k felt pretty good, so. Oh, we're taking it.
The last
oh
one.
No! All right, just another 9.
Another 9.
All right, 2k, 2k, 1k. All right. So we got another turn.
All right.
And now we just kind of go in, see if we get it. Again, I think Iceberg has quite the shot to just win right here.
Start with 7.
All right, that is 8. I'm using the new 4-cost extra card to play Enel for 4, essentially.
Yep. So that event, you have to go down to 1 life.
Yeah.
And then play Enel. So if you're not at 1, if you're above 1, it's actually very risky to just straight up use it.
Yeah. And we're going another 7.
7 galore. So here's the thing: if he has a Rush Luffy in his hand,
I think it's better just to play the Dawn with what's already on board.
yeah, you play with what's already on board, but then that Rush Luffy lets you get the extra attack if you need the extra attack, depending on how much life your opponent has by then.
Yeah. All right. Takes the 7. I think I would probably put 3 on Lucci, make it a 9, and see what happens.
Let's see. You have 8 remaining.
Yeah. So with 8 remaining, you have 2 5s and a 6. So you have 24k worth of power. So if you do 9, you have a 7 and an 8, I think is the follow-up. So you could do 3 8s. That might be worth it too.
The swing here. Let's see. It's because we have no knowledge of any card in hand right now.
Yeah, I think everything's pretty much been used, so. I mean, you can go 7.
Oh, we do know 1 Satori in hand.
Oh, yeah.
Satori was not used.
Yeah, so we know there's at least 1 2k.
Yes.
We can also go 7, and then I think we can go 7, 8, 9. And I think we want to keep our Rob Lucci just in case they play something like Sanji or Brule, just to get the block out. But it's tough. It's like the yellow puts you on these, like, now that they have so many different triggers that could be put in life right now, you can't play around all of them.
It could be a recovery trigger. It could be a beige. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be a beige, but it could be a recovery trigger.
Yeah, a recovery trigger would be terrifying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right,
6.
6.
That's interesting.
That is a quick 2K.
That's the fastest 2K you can ask for.
There's the 2K from Satori. All right, we're going big 8. And then we able to finish with all right, 9.
9. It looks like he's going 9-9.
All right. Nothing out of life. All right, another 9. Iceberg, where you at? Do you get it? 1K, 1K. Nothing else.
Oh, no more. That's it.
That is it. Super close game, and Blake's able to get the numbers to get there, winning it with Iceberg. All right, Gabriel. On the bottom there. Looks like they're getting started with Star Deck 13. Sabo going first. And there are the names, and the timer is accurate. All right.
Whew.
Okay, so you have big 9 from the now. We could have just blocked this and countered 1 to save it, but we do want to be on low life totals for our no player. So we were able to play a Charlotte Cracker off of life, which is quite nice. If we have like a Charlotte Flampe to go down to 1 or down to 2, and then we could use Charlotte Crackers to do double, that'd be pretty strong.
That'd be insane.
But we are at 5 right now. I'm gonna put Dawn underneath our leader.
Starts with a 5. Counters.
Yep.
Interesting.
Another 5. All right. Akiko Nojo. We're gonna go 6.
6. So this is where I was confused. Like, the second you took that life, all those triggers are now live.
Yeah.
So would it have been better just not take it?
Wait, you mean like Kiko Nojo?
Yeah.
Yeah, we both want to be down to like low life total, so it is a tricky ask, right?
Yeah.
All right, and let me get the. I mean, you guys know what Kiko Nojo does, right? Let me make sure you guys know what Star Deck 13 Sabo does. So, it's one of the new leaders from Star Deck 13. If you have 1 Dawn underneath it, activate main once per turn. If you have a 7k or higher attack card, you can put it to your life and then give something else +2. So it works with the kind of the new 2-drop, 5-drop engine from the deck, but also works with Revolution Army being able to give away to make something 7k so they can get their effects. But look like Kiko Nojo is gonna get rid of the Charlotte Cracker, and we're gonna just play Ace. Yep,
Ace.
Sure, why not? Yeah, get rid of the Shiraya as well, and leaving them at 3 life means our own Ace won't be able to get rushed if we happen to have it. And we're just going to 7 life.
So here's the thing, right? You're Sabo's actually able to KO this Kiku without letting him recover, by recovering the Kiku to life.
That's true. That would be a way to get around it. And then my favorite thing about this deck is being able to recycle these Kiko Nojos. It's very, very strong in a lot of ways. And if we do happen to have a way to do that, I mean, like, we could... What do we want to do? Okay, we're going to play the Luffy. We're going to put 1 Dawn underneath it. I think we want to
put it on Luffy. I think you want to put it on the Kiku, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because we get to play that one for free, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to use leader effect. We're going to put that back into our life. Get the Kiko Nojo +2k. We're going to go 6 into their Kiko Nojo. I'm going to guess. Yeah, it does get rid of it.
Yep.
And then, yep, they don't heal, making sure they know. And I guess 8 into the Ace. Why not?
Yes. Take another 2k from hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess they prioritize the fact that Kiko Nojo, if they keep it around, they have to get rid of it. But I also, like, as Enel in this point, I don't really mind getting rid of your Kiko Nojo, because I know that you need 3 bodies to attack to go for game, and at this current setup, it's going to be pretty tricky for you to do that.
Yeah. But at the same time, if that Kiku goes, you're giving Sabo a lot more time to set up a board for the future turn where he's able to go Ace, put it back, Ace, mini Ace, play big Ace. Just so many back and forths and having a big attack going through at you when they're just constantly chipping away cards in your hand by attacking your board.
Yeah. And I do see chat. There is a potential to put it back into our life as a, with the 2-drop Luffy effect, which is pretty good. We're just using the Gadatsu to get rid of it.
That was really good. I really like that.
And then
7, then an 8.
Yep.
Luffy goes to hand.
Which, again, we'll be able to just play a big rush, attack with it, maybe into Ace or something. We can also, like, pressure down their life.
Mm-hmm. Here is actually the perfect Dawn amount.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 7.
Oh, Linlin.
Oh, 7 Mom.
Oh, dang. Well, I don't see that one as often, but it's still a terror.
Such a terror, because this 7 Mom, even by burning a life, yes, you can recover it, but you're losing a card from your hand as well. And now you have a 7k swing, or maybe 6k swing, to however much you want to do. You can try to take that last life, or try to take a card from your hand.
And we're deciding to go 7 into the leader. We're going to get 2k, or double 2k out, so they're around. We could put the Linlin back into our life if we so desire. I think it's a wise call to just keep it on board, but yeah, it's very terrifying.
But eating 2/2Ks from hand, that's so strong right there.
Yeah, because Enel does eventually run a defense of counter in hand pretty quickly because almost like half the cards in its hands are usually bricks at this point. But we're going to start with a simple 5. There goes a Sanji. We're going 7 into us,
7?
so it looks like we're going to take that one, go down to 2 life, another 7. A little bit scary.
Yep.
And then if they have Yamato here, Yamato would be such a good play, going down to 1 life for Gabriel, and then yeah, Yamato is still a good card.
Yamato. Yep. Yamato is still a very real and powerful card.
All right. Well,
we're at 10 Dawn now.
We immediately snap 1 to our leader again. Like we can heal, so it's just like we aren't going to be winning if we just stall against this Enel player, because they have like better late game, I feel like, than us.
I think so too. Right here, you have to clear the board. If you don't clear the board, you're losing.
Yeah, because you really can't go for game with them at 2 life and you only having 2 attackers present. All right, 6 into the Gidatsu.
Let the Gidatsu go. Interesting.
We know we still have Rush Luffy in hand. And then a couple other friends in there. All right, there's the Kiko Nojo.
A leader effect. Put the Kiku back. And
yep.
Linen is now a 10k.
Until the start of your next turn.
It's kind of big.
That's kind of good, yeah. Going into the ace. And then maybe a Kid and Killer if you have it. Swing 7 at lead.
Shiraya?
Ooh, that is nice.
Yeah, that is very nice here. 1 Dawn up.
And not outrageous to play Guard Point, Rad Beam in this deck too.
Guard Point, Rad Beam, Elf Thor. Any of those.
Yeah.
But putting Enel's at 2 with 4 cards in hand now because it's after drawing for turn.
Yeah, I mean,
this is scary.
It is a little scary. You can Yamato to get rid of the blocker, like play the 9-drop to get rid of it, but you know that you're giving them another attack with the Kiko Nojo.
So you have to try and kill the Linlin instead, but if you try to kill the Linlin, it's
a 10k right now.
Yeah. Starting with 7k swing at lead. 2 and a 1.
2 and a 1.
3 cards in hand.
All right. Ooh. We're going to put our Lin. Okay. Interesting. Go 9. Yeah. This isn't too bad for us.
Lin back. Yeah. So here's the thing. Yeah. Well, yes, you can play the Lin again. Chances are, our Enel player will probably burn the life, as he probably has another Yamato in hand.
Yeah, but then you can like do some fancy plays. But yeah, you know why? No, there's no reason to not yet. Yeah. And then you can go 6 with your leader. You can put Shiraya back into your life as well. So yeah, 6 with leader.
Six, then 7 Shiraya, then put the Shiraya back. I don't hate it.
No, it's and this is why I like Sabo so much, because you get to do such creative plays. Oh, we're putting the Lin back, but ooh, this does mean that we get some additional bonus too. So we're passing though. Oh wow, I I would have been really tempted to go for it with them having only
I
3
think
cards
just
in
go
hand.
just go for the swings and take out the last life and hope he doesn't have another Yamato.
Yeah. So yeah, go 6 with lead, and then if they don't take it, we go from there because we can still have done the same thing where, I mean, putting the Linlin back and then just make a really big attack.
Yeah. Because then you're very unlikely to lose that following turn, and your opponent has to answer with a recovery. If they don't have a recovery, they have to KO the Shiraya somehow before going at your whatever left.
Yeah, and Shiraya is very interactable, right? If they have Yamato right now, they can just pop it immediately. If they have... Okay, they do not have Yamato. If they have what is it? 200 million volts, you get the rest on it too. Right now, Shiraya is now a 9k.
It is now 9k Shiraya. It's so big.
All right, we went down.
Yamato cannot hit life right now. I mean, not Yamato, Enel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's Yamato attacking, but this is so risky.
Mm-hmm.
2 for Hiyori. Okay.
All right.
This makes a lot more sense now.
No. And if we have a 5-cost Momo as well, that is doubly good.
That would be it. Absolutely.
Oh, I think we do. I think we do have it.
Oh no, it's 4.
Oh, it's a 4. Okay, all right.
He played. I thought he grabbed all 5 for a moment.
All right, this is 2 in life, 2 in hand. We know the card in life, so if we have like a 0 cost, we get pretty good benefit from that.
Yep.
Yeah, that Hiyori is diabolical at setting up your life at sometimes.
Yeah, but thing is, we know he has a Luffy in his hand. So if he has the baby Luffy as well, he can still go for game.
Mm-hmm. If we have Kid Killer's really great at going for game too. And since we have cards on board, we can rush, attack with something, and then boost another thing as well.
Yes.
All right. Do we play 7-cost Linlin? It's tempting.
I don't think so.
Because
Actually,
they won't really want to burn the card you just gave them.
Yeah. And they let you heal. All you do is, if they let you heal, you can still swing out.
Yeah.
I would try to swing out at the 2 characters. So it starts with a 7. Looks like.
What do we see? All right,
That's
yeah, 0-cost event. So then you discard that. Then leader effect. You heal 1, discard 1.
Yep.
But we can establish 3 attacks pretty quickly.
So 5 here. Yeah, very, very easily.
Very, very easily. If this is beige, we're good.
7.
Oh, I think we have this as Sabo because we have another rush card guaranteed in hand.
Rush Luffy guarantees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rush Luffy guarantees.
And we have Kid and Killer. Yeah, Kid and Killer.
Oh, Kid and Killer also guarantees.
And then use leader effect. We could use leader effect to boost it up by 2 more K, but Garrett's able to take it with Star Deck 13 Sabo.
Star Deck 13 Sabo goes and pushes for the win.
Yeah, again, this is kind of the matchup I was looking at, like the way this matchup would go, because again, we're both like really tricky at like healing cards pretty cheaply, making the numbers really weird, and just go from there.
Yeah, just having extra cards in hand makes it very, very awkward. And this Shiraya put in work because he just did not have the Yamato to answer it.
For sure. So, obviously a good amount of cards that could have ended it on the other side too, but Garrett made the decision and it worked out. So currently 3-0, and we'll see how he does on the other half of the tournament. All right, my apologies. Those should be correct. Let me get the timer. All right. We have Katakuri going first, no turn 1 pudding, which is a good sign for Red Purple Law. Not that it doesn't have an issue removing that anyways.
Does not. And even if he does play a Paris Road here, it's nice. Doesn't really stick around. Let's go
Yes.
with that.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for Red Purple Law to get rid of that. If you guys don't remember how Red Purple Law works, you're gonna learn the hard way pretty soon, I think, going into this format. It is a activate main Dawn -3 to get rid of a bottom deck a card with a cost of or with a power of 3k or less, and you play a 4 cost out of your hand.
Interesting. So he swung 5 and passed.
Really?
That was very interesting.
But why? But why? That is interesting.
I don't know, because you could technically swing 9 there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the sleeve that's making Bonclay like that?
No, that's a proxy. Because proxies are legal for this event. Yeah.
Oh, just for this one. Okay.
Yeah, since this event was within the launch week of the event, I usually let proxies be legal for it. And Bonclay is a secret rare, a little bit tricky to get. It's probably it's going to be one of the more cheaper secret rares because since it's the only secret rare in the set, you get a lot of them in the market.
Yes,
but
you do.
it's like you said, this card is a bit of a menace against yellow because they really don't want to play anything because then they have to face the pressure of this Bonclay.
Yeah, that Bonclay copying power. Then the best way to answer a Bonclay is actually with a pudding. So unless a pudding's in play, it's really inefficient to answer a Bonclay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand why he took the hit, because now by taking the hit, you're at 3 life. A Gidatsu cannot KO the Bonclay. So forced to reject a Bonclay.
Mm-hmm.
That's how scary that card is.
Yeah, reject. It does have alternative abilities, and but yeah, being able to get KO a 5 or less for 4, for whatever reason, for no cost, is really good. I don't. It's just such a flexible card.
Very, very. And looks like he kept the life on top. So we can expect a trigger to come out.
Yeah, probably Kikunojo, though Kikunojo is not as good in this matchup because just using a Gordon or a Raise Max, you're able to make it a 3k and then use the leader ability from Trafalgar Law to put it at the bottom of the deck.
Yes. Let's see. I believe he is on 7 Dawn this turn.
I think you're right. 6 Dawn. Looks like 6. Yeah.
But he just played Bonclay to ramp 1, didn't he?
Yeah. But did they go... Who went first? I guess you're right. Yeah, they should be at 1 more, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think they've used the Dawn minus yet.
He definitely did not. Sure. I guess I... Unless he didn't use Bonclay's effect.
I think they did, but were they... Okay. I think it's too far gone at this point.
It's too far gone.
Yeah. And then 3 for Shirai and passing.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think you're right. They should have been at 7. But maybe they just forgot they already got the ramp.
Yeah, he could have forgotten, and then at that point, he just accept the game state.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe it does say it's up to. If I'm not.
Yeah.
So you don't have to ramp it. That's the reality of cards that say up to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was more of... I think they only ramped 1 Dawn at the start of turn instead of 2, but...
Possibly.
Let's see. We're going to use the 7-drop Linlin. We're going to get rid of the Beppo in life. And then...
oh, man. Down to 1 already. Reject range.
Yeah, that's quite scary. This
is really early to be in reject range.
Mm-hmm, but we've got 2 blockers, so we're not super worried. And we also have... Bonclay, which is now an 8k attack, which is kind of silly.
Oh yeah, 8k Bonclay, shoot. That's hits anything he wants essentially.
Mm-hmm. It puts a lot of pressure down. I think I almost wanted to start with the 8k Bonclay, but
just have it sideways.
We're gonna just start with a Zoro though.
Interesting.
Which means I think there's a good chance that we have a Kid and Killer in hand too to potentially go for it. Yeah, all right. Yeah, then yeah, Bon Clay for sure. This is a card they knew I was there, so but they kept it at top.
Interesting. So that means it's likely something you want to keep take in his hand soon. The best card I can think of is probably a 7 Mom to let him play this upcoming turn.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we're just going, it looks like 6 with leader.
6.
Okay, get the 2K.
2K.
I mean, we could Kid and Killer for 7, and then Bon Clay for 8, and then another Kid and Killer for 7.
Whew.
Not in that order, because they're at 3 life right now. So we're going to have to hit with Bon Clay first.
Bon Clay needs to go first.
Yeah. All right, -3.
4.
Oh, for Reiju.
Reiju.
Yeah, all right, we do have 5
Oh,
cards.
he doesn't have any power reduction. That's not good.
Yeah, that's a little bit scary, but we do get that extra Dawn there. Again, Reiju. Probably the most important card in the Reiju deck, but also any other purple deck that loses Dawn and has manipulation like this is really tempted to play the card.
Another Zoro.
Okay. And looks like we're going to go 7.
7 with Zoro, then 8 with Bon.
Even though the numbers are kind of worse, I think I'd rather do 8 with Bon and then 7 with Zoro in case we hit like a Beige or a Nami, because it just makes sure we get the value from it. But yeah, we're going to use Bon Clay. We're going to use its effect, copying the Lin Lin. It's going to be 8. And I think they're just going to have to take it.
But here's the thing, right? Now you're in reject Amaru range already.
Sure, right? And that'll let you get rid of the Shiraya blocker and like ping a life. We do have 6 cards in life though, or in hand for Law, but
6 is a lot. Yep.
They are kind of bricky at times.
Yep. So Amaru stops the Shiraya, right? You have 7 Dawns remaining to work with after that, if you want to use reject or not. So, is it enough just resting the Shiraya and having 2 attackers afterwards?
Yeah. If it was just the Shiraya, I'd be worried. But with the useless kid still out there, I have a good amount of defense.
Yes.
Right, 9 Dawn. So if we had 10 Mom, we couldn't even do it.
And a 7 Mom here doesn't really help, since a 7 Mom will probably just burn the last life. It's like, I don't need this last life.
Oh yeah, why does... Oh no, so the Zoro that's the trash. That's the trash. Yeah, but it looks like it's in play, because there was another Zoro in play. But no, there's only...
Yes.
There's only 1 Zoro in play. It made me double take 2.
Hey, you never know. Taking 2 Dawn.
Yeah, this is probably Amaru. Yep.
There's the Maru. We were just talking about it.
Yep, so that's going to get the rest on the Shiraya.
Just picking 4 up. Here's the reject.
Yeah. So we did have it, which is a little bit uncommon since we used a reject earlier in the game too, but...
Oh, you rejected KO!
Yeah, I think that's the better of the two in a format where there's not as much triggers in their life. Now we just have to get
he
some
has
good
to go
numbers.
7, 8, 9? I'm assuming?
I believe that's the case. We're going 8 first, though.
7 first. Or 8 first.
8, with the Satori.
Right. Yeah, Satori is at 8. So it'll be 8, 8, 9?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 2K.
2 2Ks. Yeah, I think we gotta go. Yeah, this
Another
is 8. Look at card in life.
If he has enough to get out of the 9, I just take it. If he does not have enough to get out of the 9,
we only have like 3 or 4 cards in hand though. Yeah, we're gonna have to take it. He
takes it.
And then 9 with Lin. 2K, I don't know, 1K, 1K, 1K. We can tie at 9.
Oh, he did not have enough.
Yeah, we needed a 2K in life, I think, and we would have been able to get out of it. But
yeah, a 2K in life would have had it.
No such luck. And that's the issue with putting them down to 1. I think we could have been safer and just kept them at 2. They could have still used reject to lose a life and hit one of your lives, and then Amaru, but
like at that point, you at least keep your kid.
Yeah.
Your kid would still be in play. That would have been enough to stay alive right there.
Yeah. But yellow's still doing yellow things in EB01. I don't think it's ever going to change.
Reject Amaru stealing the game.
Yeah. All right. So we have Alvaro on ST10 Law versus Cameron on the Sakazuki. Looks like they're going to go again. We already see these. They both have a good amount of Eggman swag, so definitely no strangers to these tournaments either.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I would say if Law is able to go second, I think Law is more favored. But you never know.
Yeah, I think that is. I always like playing, like before I start losing Dawn, I really like playing the Eustace Kid, right? So with 6 Dawn, you can play like a Gordon, you can play Eustace Kid, remove something, and then you get the Dawn back and play something. So that probably is going to be worth it. I don't really mind just putting all Dawn on leader and swinging 2. So
yeah, because that also hits the Lucci if they play the Lucci on the 5 Dawn turn. Because what you want to do on your 4 Dawn is play Bon Clay.
Yeah.
Of course, you want to ramp. We always want to ramp. If not Bon Clay, you have like Ein. If you play Ein or Beppo, at that point you have more Dawn. You can't play Beppo, so it will have to be a Bon Clay.
Yeah.
But like if you're able to Bon Clay, get a Dawn, use the Dawn for like a Gordon and whatnot, and remove a body and play a Sachi Penguin. There you go. You're still at 5 Dawn.
Yeah.
4 Dawn, actually. Sorry. You start at 4 Dawn, but you go to 4 and then you go to 6 for the Kid and Gordon play.
Yeah, if you're able to do Bon Clay and a Sachi Penguin, yeah. So you go from 4 to 5, you lose 3, but you gain 2 back. And then, so you're at 4, then you go to 6, yeah.
That would be the ideal play, if you can get to that point.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like we're getting started. Both mulliganed, and we're putting down the cards into our life, and we'll see who ends up going first.
All right, who's flipping it?
All right, looks like Law is deciding to go first, or was told that they had to go first. Is normally, I think both decks, again, would probably like to go second. So, and we do have our turn 1 brand new, which feels pretty good.
There goes the Lucci, but we do have Helmeppo and Kuzan. A Kuzan on your 4 Dawn is nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid for your play next turn, because you're not really too worried early game about the aggression, and the only thing is it does give him a target to remove pretty easily as well.
Yes. Yeah. So here on the 3 Dawn, it's actually not bad to just play a 3-cost character and say, all right, you either remove this body now, or I'm going to swing with it the following turn. There's the 5. All right. There is the Kuzan as expected.
Yeah, and so now we have like the weird choice on this next turn is, do we want to play Eustace Kid if we have it? Is it going to be worth it? Do we need to try to do the Gordon play earlier just to get rid of this Kuzan while we can, so we can establish more of a board easier?
I don't think it's ever a kid play the following turn. I think it's always a Gordon play if you're able to get the Gordon. Bond Clay Gordon obviously is still the best play here at 5 Don. It still removes the Kuzan.
Mm-hmm.
Worst case scenario, it doesn't even have to be Gordon. It could be the 4-cost Toy Law, Toy Film Law. Let's go with that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have 5. And what, 3 life apiece at this time too. Think we're looking okay. Just a simple 6. If we have a 4-cost Trafalgar Law, that's probably your best play.
4-cost Trafalgar Law, follow up by Asachi Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a very, very good play.
All right, 1K, 1K to get out.
Double 1K. That means there's no 2Ks in hand.
You did not
Oh,
pass.
it's Zoro.
Ooh, Zoro, okay. So we
one
must have
up.
a Kitten Killer in hand. So, oh yeah, we having to take this 5K. All right,
Oh,
Gordon into Kitten Killer would be pretty nice.
yeah. That's a lot of pressure going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you've just pretty much said like, yeah, this 7K from Kitten Killer. Oh, it's just an Ain. Okay, all right, nothing too crazy.
Still a ramp though.
Still
It's
a
fine.
ramp.
But of course, we would all prefer Asachi Penguin here.
Mm-hmm. But a good amount of pressure. I'm saying, like Sakazuki goes down to 2 life against this deck very quickly.
Yes. Does not take long. Let's see. We are on 6. Yeah, you're very not likely to play more than one Moria, if at all. So there's more likely than not, there is a second Moria in hand if you discarded one right there.
Mm-hmm. I will say, like, another kind of thing is that against Sakazuki, you almost always have a target if you just need to do the minus for tempo, because they almost always have like a brand new into Shigi. And on the flip side, Sakazuki kind of depends on these 2s and 1s just to have like an additional attack boosted from a Hound Blaze. So
Yes.
losing out on that is kind of rough for this matchup.
All right, so we got a stage here. So a 6K swing. Now, is it at lead or is it at the Zoro?
I'd probably have it at the Zoro, yeah, and agrees and gets the removal.
Yep. Should be a Hound Blaze. Yep. Hound Blaze removal. And then a 7K swing at lead. This should be enough to take it.
Yeah.
So that's where I would sometimes think, is it better to just counter the 2K with a 2K there and force him to swing 7 at the Zoro? That way you save your life.
Maybe, but at the same time, Red Purple Law likes to go down to 1 or 2 because we don't really have card draw or cycle otherwise, right?
Yeah. But because you already have a pretty significant hand size, that's it's pretty, like the hand size was pretty big prior already. But we do have the Kid coming down. He's getting the value from Kid. He's bottom decking Gordon.
Oh, we're gonna play the Reiju, and it's the right
Reiju.
number.
Yep, drawing 2 and ramping 1. Really nice.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. And I'm sure they made the numbers make sense to make it so they could make this play. And there's going to be a
Yes.
6K with the Eustace Kid Dawn. And the other thing, too, is that with bottom decking that brand new, it means it's not in their trash. So if they play Moria, they lose out on another card draw, which is nice.
Yeah. Yes. Wait, here's the thing. We know there is a Helmeppo in trash. We know there's a Lucci in trash. There's -2 on board right now. However, that's not enough to get rid of both. You need one more reduction. They don't have enough.
Yes. Yeah, you're correct. But I think still just playing Moria outright and get rid of the Eustace Kid immediately is still good enough of a play.
There is a way to get rid of both right now, actually. However, the Sakazuki attack will not go through because you have to attack with Sakazuki, and Kid will 100% block that, or should at the very least block that.
Yeah. I mean, you probably do a
And then
five with lead and like Rebecca Hina, I think is the play you're thinking.
Yep. Yeah, Rebecca Hina Lucci would be the play to remove both. There's a play you can remove both without Lucci. That allows you for a bigger swing.
Yeah, I think just if we have Moria, I think it's worth it just to do it. But we might not.
I think you block. I think you should be blocking no matter what here, and force him to deal with the Kid.
Yeah.
And save the card in your hand.
Yeah, but if we did a Moria, we should have done Moria first, right?
Yes. If he's gonna Moria, he should Moria first. But it doesn't look like he's gonna Moria. If he's gonna Houndblaze, he can Houndblaze and try and swing over the Kid. But that also means he's not establishing board presence. Oh, 8. He is playing Moria. Lucci. Okay, so he's only removing the Reiju and not worrying about the Kid. I'm kind of skeptical about this one since Kid has a lot of value in Law here.
Mm-hmm.
He already got one out of it, one Dawn out of it. If you can get another Dawn out of it, it's a lot.
Yeah, we saw that Helmeppo earlier. I think we could have gotten rid of that Kid, right?
Yeah, I think getting rid of the Kid here would have been better, and then getting rid of one more card in hand as well, because that extra attack would be a 5 at lead without the Kid on board. However, Law is only at 5 Dawn. That's not a lot.
Yeah, maybe like the only other thing I can think of is that like if they prevent the Kid from blocking, I don't know. I think I would have gone for the Kid every day I could have.
Only way this is better is actually no, I don't see a way this is better. Like yes, he's getting value with the brand new gun pulling card in hand.
Yeah.
Oh, raise max. That means the Lucci is about to get bottom deck.
I'll never get this guy's name right, but since we played it out, we're going to be able to bottom deck a 2 or less as well.
KO. I think
KO. Is it KO? Let me bring it up.
I think it's KO.
Let's see. So this is Hitokiri.
Hitokiri Kamazo.
Yes, it does KO. So yeah, that still gets some good removal. We're going to be able to play a Beppo for free, get a Dawn back from that effect, and then one from leader.
Yep.
And then yeah, the KO, as mentioned.
It's very unfortunate. This game, he hasn't seen a single Bon Clay yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is one of the key cards for this matchup. Being able to copy a Moria power attack.
Yeah.
It then becomes a priority to get removed.
Yeah, and I think we go 5, and then I'd probably go 7 with Kid. Yeah, I think it's worth it at this point.
I think you need to pressure here. If you don't pressure here, you're going to fall really far behind.
Yeah, because it's unlikely that Sakazuki can win this next turn. And yeah, we're going down to 1 in life. All right. Well, we're going to 10 Dawn. We know that we have like the Rebecca RA setup and trash.
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca, Hina, Houndblaze, brand new is pretty good, especially since we put brand new back in their trash to draw cards as well.
Yeah. If he's able to Moria again, he can remove both Beppo and Kamazo, and the Moria can just attack over the kid. Like the remove full removal is very very strong.
Yeah. If we have an Ama, yeah.
Yeah. There goes Lucci. Even without armor, it's doable because you do have a Lucci and Helmeppo in trash now.
Yes. So you can like get the double removal.
Yep.
With those, yeah. If you have another Moria, but looks like we're just
Starts with
going
a
10.
10. Kid goes. Six.
And get the reduction on, yeah, probably the Beppo.
Taking 6 here is really bad since Moria is already in play. Because if he takes it here, next turn, that Moria will swing at that last life, allow with 10 Dons open.
Yeah, that's like the like obviously the effect of Moria immediately being able to play two things is good. I'm not going to deny it is, but the more and more I play in this format, the fact that it's a 9K is really the more broken part. I think if it was like a 7K or a 6K, that it would still be very played, but not as brutal as we're seeing it right now.
That'd be a little too weak for the cost of the card, in my opinion. Maybe
I
a
do 7K.
8.
Well, 8K
8,
is
I
like the
think
same
it
as
becomes a lot
Katakuri.
more fair. I think that becomes a lot more fair.
Less than
Because
9
then
is what
9
I'm
is a
asking for right
special
now.
number.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
nine requires 3 cards to defend in most cases.
Yeah. Well, an 8 at least gives you the chance of having a 2 case.
Mm-hmm.
That does hit both. A board wipe here, no blockers.
This is looking pretty rough.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Here is the thing. Law can still go for game here. He's down to 1 life.
Yeah, Kid and Killer can definitely snag a win here. We can do something like,
You can swing 8 first.
well, do we have 4 life, or 4 Dawn, or do we have more? Are we going up to 6?
He's going up to 6. He can go 8 or 7 first. Let's see what he does. I personally like the... It depends on if he has Zoro and Kid and Killer or not.
Yeah, because if we have, no, I think we go 8 with lead, and then with Kid and Killer, we can go 10.
Yeah.
It's either 8 and 8, 8 and 10, or 9 and 9.
Yeah. But I like the 8 more. That's also assuming... I like the 8 only if you have a Zoro and Kid and Killer in hand.
Sure.
Because if he counterouts the 8, then you can play the Zoro and hope that he can't. He doesn't have the 1K, and then you play the Kid and Killer for the 7K.
Yeah.
But if you don't have both, it might be a 9 and 9. We know, I think we know there's a 2K in the Sakazuki's player's hand.
Yeah. So what? 6? 6 in hand. Yeah, we have to.
He has to push for it here, one way or another.
Yeah, we're going through some numbers.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, we haven't seen a Kin Killer all day. I think we just have to go for it. 7's a weird number.
If he goes 7 here, I hope he does have a Zoro.
Oh, you know what? Okay, this kind of makes sense. So you can go 7, 7, 7.
He can do that.
4 cards left in hand.
You can do 7, 7, 7, or
Oh no, that is
no.
not the.
That's not enough.
All right, so.
All right, so Gordon can remove the Lucci. Yes. The Chopper is gonna eat 1 hit, but it's always going to be the leader hit.
Yeah, again, like it's the same thing. Like you have 2 9K Morias hanging out. Okay, you've got 2 blockers.
Okay. But there's still too many bodies. Only 4 cards in hand.
Yeah.
If any one of the blockers gets removed without blocking, I think that's it.
Yeah, and Chopper only being a 3K or 3 cost means that the stage can do that for you, right?
Yes. It's looking like there's no Hound Blaze.
Yeah, so that's the. I mean, I don't know.
We never know.
Even just with no cards in hand, I think with good numbers, Sakazuki wins this.
Same. Oh, 2. He does have the Hound Blaze.
All right, yeah. So Hound Blaze is going to be able to get rid of the blocker. We're going to go 7K with the Helmeppo.
That takes 2 cards.
Yeah, I think those are just good numbers.
Yep. Leader 7K takes another 2. Yep. Oh, 3 cards.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's not good news. Now you don't need to do more than a 7. Yeah, 7 with leader.
Yeah. This is it.
9.
9.
Get the block. Another 9.
And another 9. Or
9
very
plus.
big ends the game. Yep.
There's.
He did have the kid killed. So
that must have been in life, right?
maybe, but
I hope it's from
matter.
life for their sake, because I think they definitely could have pressed for win.
But here's the thing: they had 2 1Ks in hand, meaning he could go up to a 10, unless 1 was drawn. Because last life was a dead card.
Yeah, I think we could have. It looks like they could have gone out of it, but 9 and 9 would have made it. I think
9 and 9 would have been the go-to play right there.
Yeah.
But that is our last remaining law.
Yep. So Law's not winning this week. We have 1 Sakazuki here. Let's see what the other tables are looking like. Okie doke. We have for you guys table number 2, round number 6. Both players undefeated. Star deck 11. Uta. Star deck 13 of the Sabo. Uta's going first. Nothing to play turn 1. Nothing too crazy for it. And we have Garrett for 2. Playing out a Hiyori.
Setting up the life already. So, more likely than not, if he's playing Hiyori early like this, that's a cracker. That has to be cracker, right?
Yeah. Charlotte cracker, maybe a Sanji. Just get like the early tempo.
Yes. It's I'm invincible. It gets revealed. 8K swing.
Yeah.
It's the cracker. So that cracker is about to go in for a double hit, maybe.
Yeah, especially since we're 4 life leader to 5. Charlotte cracker almost always gets that value, and this is going to go pretty pretty hard into it. Also, that just means that they're down to 3 life if it connects, which means that we get the bonus of being able to get the any Kikonojos off of life too.
Yeah. So starting with 9k double attack right at life. If he takes it, go straight to 3. And he can Sabo leader effect, put the cracker back in, protecting the cracker.
And looks like we're going to go down to 3 with Uta very quickly, so that's pretty strong for us. We are going to do the effect for the Charlotte Cracker back on in there. Give it a plus 2k to the Hiyori, and then a quick 6, which surely they're going to 2k out of.
Surely. Right?
Sure will.
It's too low to go lower than that.
Yeah, well, we're going a quick 6. Top card is the Bluno blocker, so we do get it to add it to hand.
And I do believe that is 4 Dons remaining. Is it gonna be a Brook turn, or is it gonna be a Nami turn?
It could be a Mihawk Brook turn. Are we gonna use the effect again? Discarding a Shirahoshi out of hand. Interesting.
Yep. However, at this point, the Kraken does not have a double attack since you both life are at 3. How? At the same time, though, if a Flambe comes down.
Yeah, if Flambe comes down and is able to get us down to 2 life, we get a bunch of value. We're going to be able to, make it double again, hit them all the way down to 1. Pretend like we are a Yamato leader. It's that'd be a lot of pressure this early game.
It really is. It's straight up a mini Yamato leader right now. Takes another blocker to hand.
All right, so going to we're going to 6 Don.
Only 6 Don. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. You're at 6 Don, but it's only 3 life to 3 each.
Let's see. Looks like we're gonna go 7 into lead. If we're able to do damage, we are able to play Kid and Killer out, make it a 7k attack, and then get some real value.
Yeah. So if it's 7 here, a killer kid 7k, then a cracker 7k.
Yeah. And the Charlotte Cracker stays 7k. This. Yeah.
Yep. So if you counter, you can just swing 9 instead.
Yeah, big 9. That just means that our Kid and Killer gets their next turn.
Yep. Just wait.
Do we put it back into our life, though? It looks like we're deciding to not to.
That is definitely up for debate. Like, do you really want to protect the Cracker, or is your life more important than the Cracker now at this point?
Alright, 1k with Shiraya. Ooh, taking it out anyways.
There's the 7. It is...
Luffy.
The Luffy?
Into just a Nami.
Okay, I was waiting for the Brook.
At some point, you kind of need the Brook in hand just for more counter, because we're going, again, really aggressive.
Yeah,
with this,
against an aggressive deck, you really need these counters. If you don't have those counters, you're just going to fall further and further and further behind. And without those counters, you need the counters to protect the kid as well. The Namis can search for more counter. So it's going to be an endless cycle of playing the kid, protect the kid, getting counters, keep them going back and forth.
Ooh, this is a good turn to have a 7-drop Linlin. They're going to give the life, and we're just going to pass it right back. But yeah, having this Linlin out, especially against this deck where they don't really have a good way to remove it, means that we just have a target for our plus 2k for most of this game now.
Yeah, and that Linlin will be essentially a 10k every turn. If worst case scenario, you can put that Linlin back into your life. That's fine. You now have another Linen to play.
All right, they
5k swings with no effect. That means a kid has to be coming down.
Yeah. Okay, just deciding to take it. Go down to, I think, 2-ish cards in hand. 5 with lead. All right, going
He's
down
definitely
to
using his
2 life.
counters often.
And now we're thinking, do we want to attack with the Luffy? Do we want that extra blocker up for our useless kid? It looks like we do.
Definitely do. Just as a backup, because if they swing big, I'm not going to be able to deal with it.
All right.
Kid plays the Bruno. Yep.
Yeah, and then use the 1 Dawn to make it put its Dawn ×1 effect online.
Yep. Now we have 10 on the other side.
And it looks like, I think like 6 or 7 cards in hand. So a pretty healthy hand too.
Quite.
Alright, putting it down underneath there. If we have 5-cost Luffy, we can go pretty dang hard into that too. Because we can prevent them from having blockers. If we attack with Lin first as an 8k and then we're able to, we put that back into our life and give the Luffy the additional plus 2k.
Oh, he's moving 5 to the side.
Yeah, you know you kind of need it. So you can go 12k unblockable if you do that sequencing with Lin, which I think that looks like what they're doing.
Yeah, prioritize taking out the kid.
Yeah,
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Blue
Now
no block.
It's telling them they have to have another kid, and even if they have another kid, you can just protect the Luffy.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks like the case. So we're playing something for 5. Yeah, it's gonna be the Luffy. We can put Lin back in there. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty difficult to defend.
Oof.
Yep, 12k unblockable into an 8k body.
2-2-1. Does he have it?
Not too likely that they don't, but
Yeah, it's very likely they do. The question is if.
Oh no, we are getting rid of it.
Oh.
And we're going 6. Yeah, just making sure they remember they have a blocker. You always gotta give them the knowledge checks.
Insta kill, backlight.
Yeah, makes it pretty easy. Means that also an 8-drop kid's not coming down, so you can rest easy on that one.
Not this turn at least, but here you can actually pressure life.
Mm-hmm.
Because putting it down to 1 or even 0 means your Uta can possibly go double swing for game next turn.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna just draw cards to get that defense for us there too. So looking at top 3 from our Nami effect. We've also only invested 7 Dawn, so if we have another 7-drop Luffy, we could play it. And it's going to be a 2k Sabo.
2k Sanji.
Or Sanji, yeah. And 1k out.
No effect, so that means it's going to be another 7-cost Luffy coming down.
Yeah, I think you are correct in that. So we're actually going down to 1.
So the fact that you're taking both of those 5k hits means there's no counter in your hand. You just keep swinging the Luffy and play the other Luffy.
And nothing coming out of life either. This is looking real good for Uta all of a sudden.
Yeah, this is scary. He's realizing the fact that
I'm invincible to win right now potentially too, but playing it safe, playing another 7-cost Luffy, playing another Nami, which just a card you can play without counter, so why not?
Yep, and it's an extra swing.
Yeah, I think that Uta's got this one.
Yeah, Sabo has to push for it this turn through a known 2k counter in hand. And we know he probably has more counters because he let the kid go. He just let the kid go and say, all right, I'm going to save my counters. I'm going to protect my life instead.
Got you. I mean, Lin, as you're mentioning, yeah, it's not fantastic, right? Because they'll take the damage for sure.
Oh, easily. Very, very easily.
We'll start with a big 6.
Free block. And a 7.
All right, going down to 1. All right, another 1. Putting that back. Making
So
this
this
a
will be a
9K.
9. 10.
10, yeah. I mean, we're going to put out a lot of pressure, but at the end of the day, I think we still get out.
It's going at the Luffy.
Yeah, and we'll, handily be able to defend this.
Yes. And we know he does not have enough cards in hand.
No, nothing
And
too fortunate there.
concedes.
Yeah.
Alright, we have Uta going into the finals here
Yes, we do.
against a Sakazuki.
Yeah, well, good fight from Garrett. I do think, as we mentioned at the beginning, that 8-drop kid is pretty rough for this deck if we're not playing or not seeing the Betty. Because I think if I know this build, it is running the Betty, but even then, they just are able to establish a lot of these 5K attackers that are hard to ignore after long. All right, it is like we said, it is going to be the Film Uta versus the Sakazuki. One more month of the old man, and we'll see if he's able to get another win with this tournament tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can call him old, but he is within the uncle status.
Yeah, he's not the oldest man, right? We got Newgate still showing up every once in a while, but man, I am ready for him to leave.
You're not the only one. I'm ready for him to leave. So open it up for a lot of other decks to be that deck that people want to play.
Yeah, we know a lot of people are thinking that like Red Purple Law could be that. I also know that there's going to be like 1 week where starter deck or OPO7 is not legal yet, but the ban list is hit, so we're going to see what that looks like. It should be really interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we get in the next couple months. But overall, I think we've had a good amount of variety in leaders that we've been able to see today too.
I agree.
All right, they should be good to go. I'll let them know real quick. All right, they are good to go. Got the virtual fist bump, and we'll see who ends up going first. Looks like it's Sakazuki. And getting the discard, seeing if we find a 1-cost Tashigi. No, we get the stage, which is still
Stage is just as good.
really good.
Set up the early stage. Tell them to, all right, deal with the stage now.
And Uta just passing. We really just don't do anything turn 1 with the deck. So not too surprising. We're getting a brand new. It looks like we're going to be adding the only target we can, which is the Suru. And we're going to be passing it back to the Uta.
Yeah, but it's not the worst because now we have a Rebecca in the trash for your Moria to target.
Yeah, but we do also have one less Moria since we don't really have a way to recover it unless we're playing Hogback. We've seen some Hogback show up today in non-Moria decks.
That is very true. Now, I wasn't ready. You have people teching those Hogbacks in to make sure they can get that Moria. It is Hogback is essentially a 5th Moria.
Yes. And looks like we're going to be passing it back. Oh, no, sorry. We're thinking about the 6K attack. And we're just going to 2K out of it.
Yep. You don't want to take too many free swings. Because at some point, there's going to be a lot of 5K swings coming at you. A lot might be an understatement.
Yeah, 2 or 3 potentially, but for 4 we're going to be playing just Zoro. Ooh, so not seeing a 3-drop to play, not seeing a copy of like a Nami is pretty unfortunate. Looks like a little bit of a slow start for our Uta player.
Yeah, and playing a Zoro here, it can get removed very easily with a leader swing and then the stage for the extra -1. Lucci does remove it after that.
All right, we got Tashigi, so we're going to continue to search through our deck.
And ops for Hina. Cost reduction.
Is that Hina?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, it looked a little bit like it could have been T-Bone from the glare, but yes, you're correct. It is Hina. All right, and just a simple 5, getting the reduction on the Zoro. If we have like a Houndblaze, we could.
Houndblaze would be very, very
It'd
nice.
Be very good. Yeah.
To get extra swings in. But I think I would prefer a Lucci here than a Houndblaze. So now then you have attackers. Oh, Kuzan!
Ooh, okay.
Also good.
That is very good, yeah, because that will prevent us from really wanting to establish a 7-drop Luffy. Obviously, like, it's very good for getting out of an 8-drop Kid if they have one.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to use our leader effect, too, to discard 1 and draw 1 as well.
So we don't need a Sabo, so look for everything else.
Yeah, they Uta doesn't really KO stuff enough, and you can always get hit with backlight for the Sabo, so... and if we need another blocker, Rebecca's really good at getting it back and then playing it the next turn.
Yes. But having a Zoro stick is very good for Uta, because now having the extra attacker, I'm able to put the Sakazuki down, possibly down to 1 life this turn.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, we could still like use backlight if we want to pressure down the Kuzan. Oh man, this is like okay, yeah, okay. We're gonna attack top card. Okay, 7-drop Luffy. Good card when Kuzan's not on board.
Yep.
Five Dawn left. I mean, we could play a Nami for 3, pay 1 for the cost, and then play a attack with Zoro for 7.
That's not the worst. However, because of the existence of Kuzan, repeating ourselves,
Yeah.
both cards are very likely to get removed afterwards. There's the 7. Another Zoro. I don't know how I feel about this. Four and a 3, so
I mean, if we have Houndblaze, if we have Ama, if we have Rob Lucci, we get rid of their board pretty easy.
very, very easily. Always start with a 5.
Yeah, so it's going to be 5. Probably reducing the standing Zoro.
Here's another thing. Every single card Sakazuki has played so far has netted him another card to his hand, except for the stage. So that's a very, very large hand right now.
For 2, yeah, the Ama, yeah, that's such good removal for this board.
Yeah, so cost efficient. And then 4 is the Rebecca. It's a Rebecca.
You get a 2K back. Yeah, let's look what the T-bone kind of signifies.
I like the I like the 2K. If not the 2K, I like the Sabo. It's one. I think one or the other works fine. Hina for pressure. Sabo. Playing a brand new. Alright, so we have a brand new search. I think he's looking up the Rebecca effect. Brand new Rebecca does allow you to add a 3 to 5 to your hand and then play a card with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. So it could be any other card. It doesn't have to be the same card you grab. Brand new does end up finding a helmet bow, losing a stage with only another stage, and a Rebecca. Leader effect, discarding the Helmeppo that was seen. This is not a good spot for Uta now. Uta being 3 life, not very many cards in hand, having to go through 2 life, as well as a Kuzan that's sticking on board. Kuzan being able to have the cost reduction and removing everything possible, essentially, and a Rebecca to block any substantial big hits. And we know he has a lot of counter in hand as well. Starts with the event. Another 7 cost Luffy. So that's the second 7 cost Luffy in hand. Oh, that hurts. Losing Kid there hurts a lot.
All right, my apologies. I am back. And I looked away for a little bit, and Sakazuki's board got wider, and Uta's board remained as empty as it was, right?
Yep. So we just see Uta missing the search here too, missing and hitting a kid. So we know one kid's at the bottom of the deck. And New Genesis searching another 7 cost kid. Luffy, meaning there's at least one deck card in hand for sure. We're probably gonna play one of them this turn.
All right. A Sanji 4-drop. That is not confidence.
This is not pretty, for sure. And Sokka being at 9 Dawn, this is not difficult to remove at a 7 and a 4 at this late into the game.
All right, with Kuzan surviving though, there's no way that 7-drop Luffy survives for another turn, right?
I wouldn't think so, at least. And we know he has a Sabo in his hand to dig for cards if he's missing any card. And right, first a 5K swing, reducing Luffy, of course. Block now while you still can, right?
Mm-hmm. You gotta.
Well, here's a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Luffy is rested, right? It's also cost efficient. Or not cost efficient, but like it's also not that bad idea to keep the removal in your hand and just attack over the Luffy.
Yeah, that's not too bad of a choice. You could also, like, if you only have Hound Blaze, you can Hound Blaze, like, you can attack, I don't know, you can attack some good numbers and then Hound Blaze the Sanji and then attack into the Luffy, too.
Yes, because we know our opponent. He has another Luffy in his hand that gets played. And if you don't have a removal to answer the second Luffy, it then becomes troublesome. So Luffy is currently -5.
I don't know. I know we're taking like a slow decision, and we I don't know. I don't see this Luffy surviving, and this is looking really rough for Uta. All right, 1K out of the 5.
Here comes another 5.
Another 5.
5s are your best friend in this matchup.
Mm-hmm. Because I've been playing more and more Uta, and I've been slowly realizing that there's just more and more. We play a lot of bricks in the deck. Half the good film cards are not good for that. So looks like we're gonna go, 6K with the brand new bottom deck with Hound Blaze.
Yep. He can't take this hit. If he takes this hit, it's potential lethal next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And with $5 remaining, I think we know what's coming down next.
Yes. Sabo would be very good, and that's my guess.
Yes, he did add the Sabo to hand last turn, but because he took that hit, you can actually consider going a 7K swing with that Tashigi.
I mean, we have a blocker up. I wouldn't be. Nah, we do the safe, right? So we want to be able to keep the Kuzan around to make sure that we can disrupt, even if they play like Useless Kid next turn.
Lucci and Ahina. Now, this is a board I want to stay up against right now.
All right. Sanji survived. There might be some like good math with I'm Invincible and Sanji to get you there, but 5 cards in hand for Sakazuki, I think it's just unlikely at this point, right?
Very, very unlikely because you need to backlight.
Mm-hmm.
And you need double invincibles.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, it's just not enough.
Yeah. I mean, they've used a good amount of removal cards. Maybe they don't have any more, right?
Maybe.
You can follow that path.
I think that might be the path he has to go for. Backlight.
All right, yeah, so that will get rid of the Sabo, most likely.
I would assume so. Oh, I think he targeted Kuzan.
Oh, to pop it, not recognizing that.
Oh,
Oh no. Yeah, that's a valid play. So like, it doesn't make the play illegal. Just nothing happens, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks like he targeted the Kuzan. Nothing happened because of the Sabo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because backlight has two effects. You either get to rest it or KO something rested 5 or less, and
Yes.
yeah, and there's finally a Nami. A little bit too late, because that would have helped you get some value.
What's good about Nami in this? You can play the Nami, get the card. Yes, Nami gets removed, but it replaced itself, and you took a card out of your opponent, remove it out of your opponent's hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I do want to say, like, to Antonio's side, it's late. It's a Tuesday night. It's a school night. We got a lot of One Piece action today, over 4 hours of this tournament. Yeah. So I get it. We're tired. We want to go to bed. Yeah, I also agree that Uta had a pretty bricky hand to start the game with too.
Yeah, if he's hard playing those Zoros, we know he's not in a good spot.
Mm-hmm.
The Sanji can swing for 9 right here if you put the Dawn on, or do you want to use it for the Nami?
I think it swings for 10.
It's +1 for every 3, I believe.
Yeah, and then it's the 1 Dawn underneath it too.
Yeah, so he gets 3k from the other Dawns and 1 Dawn.
Oh, yeah, it's a 4-drop 5k. Yeah. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah, going to 10. Yeah, I mean, we have a blocker, but
I don't think that blocker is doing much this turn.
Yeah, if we just attack Kuzan for 5, and then with the Marine Forward, we get -5 reduction with only 1 swing.
Yep, and he will always block that 5k because otherwise he never gets value with the Kuzan.
Agreed.
I mean, with the Luffy. Starts with a 5. Yep.
Yeah, just immediately blocking. Yeah. Yep, there's another reduction with the Marine Forward. Give it to the Luffy. Another Houndblaze, a copy of Ama.
Almost any removal possible in the deck.
Yeah.
There we go. That's another 5. It looks like a Moria. He's owning 8.
Yeah. There's a chance that we can clear a lot more on board too.
Yeah. Moria would be able to remove 2 bodies. Because he does have the Lucci. We saw him get discarded. And then he can swing another 5 to take out another card from hand.
right. Yeah, for 2, Houndblaze. Yeah, Houndblaze.
Yep. There's the Houndblaze.
And if I never say Houndblaze again in my life, it would be too soon. I'm ready to never utter that again.
I think the future Sakazuki decks, with the new promo Sakazuki, stops playing Houndblaze.
I think people just don't play that deck though. They don't start playing Houndblaze with that.
No, you gotta cook.
Okay, all right. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
He's taking his time removing the board. I don't like swing the Sabo simply for the fact that if he had all
right, 2 1Ks.
If he has double
and we're just gonna play Moria, right? And then we're doing the whole.
Yeah, it's definitely Moria. KO that.
I think it's a wrap. Rebecca.
But here's the thing: if he has the double invincibles and there's not enough counter in hand, that's it.
Did we do?
It would be a 999. That would be the math if he has the double invincible and if there's not enough counter in hand. But that's also hoping for a lot.
That's asking for a lot. Yeah. So we must have done a reduction on the Nami earlier. We're looking top 5 with Tashigi just to find a. Yeah. Okay. Houndblade. So no 2K off that. No 1K.
No counter off that. It's
and then using that on there. I mean.
All right. Last turn.
Yeah, if we have 2 I'm Invincibles, which we can fish for 1 off the top of our deck with the first swing, we have 3 9K attacks going in.
Yeah, 3 9K attacks, 2 life. We have 6 cards in the Sakazuki player's hand. It looks impossible, but never know. Right? Here we go. At this point, I think you just do it without thinking. Oh, he just scoops.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
He has. Oh, it was doable.
Yes.
If if his top card is
it's not. Yeah.
If his top card was invincible, it was actually game.
Yeah, because they didn't have.
He didn't have enough.
Are you sure? Was it? I didn't see the handout right, but yeah, I think
he had 1
2K Suru and then only 1 more counter or 2
and 2 more 1K. 2 more 1K. That's it.
Yeah.
Unless that last life was a counter, which I missed. I know the second to last was a Lucci.
Yeah, I think it was Borsalino Lucci in there, so like the 7 cost. So.
Oh, so yeah, the 999 would have went into it.
Yeah. Dang. Even a match like that looks like so uphill. At least there was a chance, right? At least there was.
Yeah,
a
there
chance.
was a chance, but it's quite unfortunate. The break was kind of painful.
Yeah, but that's it. Cameron's our winner with Sakazuki. New format, same leader. What can you do about it?